You got to get it right here. Game of the week is the Eagles playing the Ravens. Both teams were out here on the West Coast last week. It's pretty close. I don't know the actual distance between Philadelphia and Baltimore. I don't think it's that far away. So it's not like a bad road trip to go on. Eagles fans should be able to swoop up some tickets and have some, representation in the stadium there. This game, there's a lot riding on it because I think that the Ravens need to continue the momentum that they're building, playing well against playoff teams. There's the 23-1 against NFC teams for Lamar Jackson. I don't know how, what they did to the Lions last year and the 49ers and everything doesn't feel like the exact same kind of defense. But this is a perfect game that I wish that this could have been flexed into Sunday Night Football. I don't think it is. I think Sunday Night Football is I forget, but I think it's Bills Niners or something.
Yeah, it is Bills Niners.
So this would have been the perfect game to just be able to watch as a standalone Sunday Monday Night Football game. But we're gonna get to see it regardless. Which way do you lean? Is there anything you're rooting for in this matchup? I mean, are we just going full on Saquon show for you in this episode?
Yeah. Well, we talk about my other favorite players in the league. He passed Lamar in that game. So we're talking about second and third here going at it, or first and second non-Chargers favorite players, whatever. I'm a football fan, y'all. I like everybody. It's just the fact that I have to explain that to people is just like the internet has put some PTSD in me. They think that I can only think about the Chargers. I don't have a bandwidth to think about anyone else. What I want to see happen in this game is, honestly, I want to see the Ravens lose. I want to see all the AFC teams get weaker as we get closer to the AFC playoff bracket. I'd rather play Pittsburgh than Baltimore in round one. I know that might be a hot take. I think that the Chargers get another swing at that defense. They're going to put up a lot more than 10 points. And I trust our defense against Russell Wilson and company to slow them down. So I'm rooting for the Baltimore to lose and stay in the wild card hunt. So that way we're not dealing with that freaking mess of stopping Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, which seemed damn near impossible this week. The Chargers were in position to make multiple plays on these guys, and they would get loose. So for that reason, I'm rooting for the Eagles. And then I also think the Eagles will win the game because I also feel like some drop passes, some penalties. J.K. Dobbins was averaging 8 yards a carry before he gets injured in that game. The Ravens defense got off the hook a little bit. You can say whatever you want about the Ravens offense. They balled out. But on the other side of the ball, this should have been a 30-30 game down the wire. It should have been really close. It should have been really tight, high scoring. And I still feel the same way I felt about the Ravens defense before. And I think that the Eagles offense is going to have no problems moving the ball down the field. And I think they're going to win the game.
So I need to do more research on injury reports and stuff. I probably lean the Ravens if Roquan Smith and Travis Jones are out there for the Ravens. I do think that's going to be very impactful on being able to stop Saquon Barkley, the rushing attack that the Eagles are going to bring there. But then on the Eagles side is Devonta Smith out there? Because that just makes the Eagles so dynamic in a way.
He's like a counter, yeah.
Yeah, it's you don't know, you're defending out here, on whether it's X, Z situation, and then over the middle, Dallas Goedert is making fantastic plays, and then you got to worry about out of the backfield. Even Gainwell is able to get out there and hurt you if you're not paying attention to where he's at in the screen game or running the football. So it's going to be a fantastic game. I'm siding, just for the purposes of the show and so I can have it on the record, I'm leaning Ravens on this one at home in a close game. It's when I look at the Eagles defense, they have played a lot better, but Nakobe Dean's a little bit smaller of a linebacker. He's been playing good. He made a couple really nice plays in the Rams game there on Sunday night. But I just think that this, tackling Derrick Henry, tackling Saquon Barkley seems like a freaking nightmare for anybody out there. And obviously these guys are all competitors and tough and they're going to attack that challenge. It just, I tend to side with Lamar Jackson Derrick Henry combo at home in a must-have it game to try and get back to winning the division, as to where like I don't feel as strongly about it being must win for the Eagles. They're all must wins, but like, you know, must want to win, whatever it is. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Mike's going with the Eagles. In the comments, let us know whether you think it's, you know, which bird do you think it is? Is it an eagle? Is it a raven? It's gonna be a fun one. That's all I know. I'm excited to go back and watch that.
Is this our second most exciting option for a Super Bowl matchup? Like, I think Bills Lions is the most exciting one on paper by far right now. But is this second?
So I personally will like my favorite Super Bowl matchups will contain Lions no matter what. Right? Like I just
the Lions Ravens. There you go.
Lions Ravens would be fantastic.